Hi guys, Jimmy, is my hand showing in this video?
Yeah.
That's my hand, right? Good. Hey guys, that's a video content. That's all it is. So I want to talk about when should you wash your locks. I did a video about this a while back, and people were taking what I was saying out of context. So let me start from the beginning and redo this, right? And please listen carefully. So yes, locks could be washed. It should be washed. I never said you should not wash your locks. I've never said that, nor would I ever say that. Now, first and foremost, at the end of the day, it is your hair. Your lock journey is yours. If for yourself, you decide my locks need to be washed, my hair, whatever needs to be washed every day, by all means, wash your hair every day. That is your choice. That's the beauty of this world we live in. We have something called choices. Okay? That is your prerogative. You choose to wash your hair every day, every other day, every week. Knock yourself out. Please do it. The reason why you choose to wash your hair every day, every other day, once a week, doesn't even matter. If that's what you want to do, please do it. Now, that's people who, that's their choice. Now, then there are people who are, for whatever reason, lean back to me a little bit, whatever reason they might think that it's working out, or if they have a job that's really messy and they need to wash their hair more often, you know your body, you know when your hair needs to be washed, you know when it don't need to be washed. You might have a medical scalp condition where you're on a type of prescription where the doctor say you need to use it this time and wash with this. You have to follow those. If you choose that, you have to follow those instructions. Okay? Now, as far as locks or hair period, for the people who, oh, let me go back. When it comes to my clients, my clients don't wash their hair often, okay? And I'm talking, see, and I'm going to tell you a little history about this young lady, all right? Because this is the grandmother. She's not a grandmother. She's very young. This is the grandmother of almost all my clients, and I'll get back to her in a little bit. Our clients do not wash their hair often. They see us, the average client sees us every 3 months, okay? Most of our clients, I'd say 85%. And they wait until they see us to wash their hair for two reasons. One, if you sat in Jimmy's chair, you know why you don't need to wash your hair. Okay, clients fall asleep while Jimmy's washing. We have to like, ma'am, could you get up? You ready to do your hair? You're getting up all discombobulated and drooling on yourself like, oh, we done? He will knock you out. But he does a very thorough wash. However, the type of washes we do, you do not have to wash that often because there's nothing really going in your hair. Another thing, we don't use products, right? So a lot of people may find their hair is dirty or smell weird or whatever. If they're using a lot of different products, different oils in the hair, it would give your locks a type of odor, all right? Another reason, what I ask a lot of new clients when they ask me how often should they wash their hair, I always ask, what do you do for a living? And it's a point I make when I'm asking that question, a point I'm trying to make. And most of my clients is like this, sister, corporate, doctors, quite a few medical workers, quite a few teachers. And I'm like, listen, unless you're doing a job like working in a zoo, and I'm not trying to be funny, there are people who work in zoos, or you own a farm, or you're doing a job that requires a lot of dirt, just dirtiness, then okay, you need to wash your hair a little more often. And I will assume if you have a dirty job, you are going to be covering your locks, okay? When it comes to sweating, everybody asks, but you know, I go to the gym and I sweat. Sweating is good. You're supposed to sweat. Something is wrong with your body if you don't sweat, perspire, whatever you want to call it. All right? Sweating does not make your hair dirty. It does not. Okay? Sweat is just saline, salt water. It has some other shit going on in it, but it's really salt water. All right? You drink a lot of water. You eat properly. You take care of yourself. Take care of your diet. Your sweat is going to come out clean. All right? Sweat makes your hair dirty when you are putting a lot of products in your locks or on your scalp and it's mixed up with the sweat. That's why so many of you, when you're working out and your hair starts to itch, it's because you're lacing, you're mixing 5, 6, 7 different oils, right? When that salt water or sweat coming through your pores and it mixes up with all those oils, those gels, all that stuff, you're gonna find that your hair is itchy and you're gonna think it's dirty. No, it's the sweat that is mixing up with it. Another reason why a lot of people feel the need to wash their hair often, clients have told me this, oh, my hair just felt dry and it needed to be washed. Dryness and dirtiness are two separate things. Your scalp or your hair, your locks can feel dry due to the weather that time of the year. Usually this time when it's cold, for the people who live in cold environments, you'll find you're a little more dry because there's no sun. You're not sweating as much, right? Sweat also provides a little moisture because when we sweat, we secrete natural oils from the sebaceous glands. During the winter, we don't sweat as much. The average person really doesn't, okay? So a lot of clients will tell me, new clients of course, oh, my hair was itching so bad and I needed to, my hair was feeling so dry and I needed to wash it. No. If you wash your hair, water does not moisten. It doesn't, because once the water evaporates, your hair is going to go back to being dry. All right, so that's kind of like a counterproductive thing that most people do, okay? Another thing that a lot of clients tell us is that, you know, it was smelling weird. Again, that goes back to putting a lot of products in your hair is going to smell weird, right? For whatever your weirdness is. My point is this. Less is more. I've said this a million times from when I first started videos. Less is more. The less you put in your locks, the better. Your locks do not need a bunch of oils. They do not need a bunch of gels or products. Not every product you see at the beauty supply store, you feel the need to get. Okay, this sister, for instance, sometime in February, it'll be 9 years we know each other. I've been coming to this location for 9 years. No fail, except for when I was sick. And when COVID happened and we had to shut down for a month. 9 years. We have known each other for 9 years. When I met her, her locks were right by her ears. These are her locks now. I'm the only person, and we haven't seen each other in a year because she ended up breaking her ankle. And she moved. She actually was a Georgia client. She still is, right? She moved to Nashville, drove 4 hours just to get her hair done. She's still my client, all right? And she doesn't wash her hair often unless it needs be. I'm sure she would have washed during that year, maybe 3 or 4. Yeah, of course. I don't expect you to go a year. No, wash your hair. But you remember when you used to come to me, you didn't wash it at all. And this is the longest we've been separated from each other because you broke your dang on ankle, right? Okay. So this is an example, and I just colored her hair. This is it's the same color she always uses. I just popped it up a little bit. This is just one of my thousands of clients we have who really do not do the most. And her hair is still healthy. They're the same size. You guys can see how it falls. There's nothing in it. Even though she and I haven't seen each other in a year and she was doing her own maintenance, it is healthy. All right? Remember, you do not need, if you choose to be that type of low maintenance, I can't stress this enough, you want to wash your hair a million times, go wash it. I really don't care. But for the people who choose to be low maintenance and like, you know what, she's right, let me drink water, my hair doesn't smell or anything like that, I really don't need to be washing that often. Even if you don't want to do the 3 weeks, 6 weeks is fine. But washing your hair every week or every month, if what you are doing, you are stripping your hair, and I'm talking about the scalp, of your natural oils, you will find you're going to actually itch more. Our body, especially we black people, right? That's what it's good to me. I think it's good that we got oily, greasy skin because we secrete a lot of oils. That's why we age the way we age. All right. When you are constantly washing, and I'm not talking about a hot day where if you're like me who deal with migraines and it's a summer day and you just want to stand up under the shower and let some cool water run in your hair, that's different. That's like, oh my God, it's hot. I was cleaning the yard. I just want to stand up under the shower. That makes a difference. But I'm talking about washing with soap, whatever soap you use. You're stripping your hair of its natural oils. What you think is going to be good could actually affect your hair, because now by the time you dry your hair and all that water evaporates, you're going to develop dryness. You're going to start to itch, and over itching like this could eventually cause breakage. Okay, so let me go do her hair real quick. I still have the speed with her. Yes, girl, I still work fast. This will be done in about 40 minutes. Yeah. It's funny, we met a lot of new clients in this cycle, and a lot of them was like, damn, you did say you move fast. One day I'll do a video so you can see it in its natural speed, and you all can see how fast I actually move. But this will take 40 minutes. This is quick. All right? Stay tuned. Your hair looks good in that video. Yeah, look good. That color look popping. You needed it. That shit grew out. You had like 4, 5, 6 inches of black. Okay, guys, we are done. Her hair is done. She actually said we both have pictures of when her hair was short. So I'm going to show you guys how far she's come in all the years we've known each other. None of her locks are thin. Not one of her locks are joined, because I met her when her locks, back then, you didn't have to wait a year to see me. Her locks were only 3 to 4 months old when I met her. And I'm the only person who has ever touched. See, she said, yes, I have no gun to her head. She said, yep, I'm the only person who has ever touched her hair. This is healthy. All right, so again, remember, at the end of the day, do what works for you. If you want to wash your locks every day, every other day, once a month, every 3 weeks, whatever your reason is, does not matter. However, if you think that you need to wash your hair often because it's dry, that is not true. Washing your hair actually makes it more dry, because once the water evaporates, you're going to itch more. If you think you need to wash your hair because it's itchy, slow down on putting a lot of products in your hair. The reason why I always tell clients when they come to the person and they ask me how often should I wash, I say, listen, if you choose to be a regular, don't wash your hair until you see us 3 months from now. And most of them will raise an eyebrow like, what? I could do that? Am I going to die? Like, you know, that's the look they give me. I like, here, you have nothing to lose. Just give it a shot, right? Most of my clients work behind desks, like this sister here. Like I said, she's corporate. A lot of 99.9% of our clients do jobs that is not dirty. All right, except for that 1% of 0.5. We have a client. She was here the other day. She told a story with other clients. She was teaching in a school, and a kid took poop and rubbed it up and down her locks. To this day, she still wraps her locks up with that. I think she's still dealing with PTSD from that. Hi, Pat, you know you are. All right. So, but otherwise, the average person is you're not doing anything dirty with your hair. Okay. Remember, if you're going to the gym, a public gym, wrap your hair up. You don't want to be doing your bench presses and your hair, especially if your hair is this length and you're on your back. You don't know who was doing bench presses before you, and this sweaty bald sack rubbing up all on them benches, and now your hair rubbing up on that. That should just gross. You all should have been wrapping up your hair long before COVID. All right. So if you know you're out and about and you might be your person who, wherever you are, people are coming up and touching your hair, try to wrap your hair up. All right. So that's it. More videos will be coming. A bonnet. Yeah, I know. I'll do that. I'll do another video on the bonnet. Because mommy got to make more bonnets. I'll show you the bonnets my mother makes. Huh? Yeah. Did you buy some years ago?
I did.
It was burgundy. I did. One of the people. Right. She made a new set. We got it in purple, black, and blue. Yes, on the bed. Right. Yeah. So you can buy one. Okay. All right, guys. Healthy hair starts with drinking water, eating properly, taking your vitamins, and not doing the most. Keep your hands out your hair. Stop touching it every 2 seconds. Stop having your hair done very often. All right. All of these things is what damages your hair. In all the years I've been doing this sister's hair, Lil Power, she has a perfect hairline. It's never been snatched. All right. How your hair feel? Good, 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 good. I miss you, girl.
I miss you.
I know. We miss our talks.